All right, y'all, we are officially out of summer, although it certainly doesn't feel like it outside. August, though, wrapped up to be a great month in Austin real estate. Let's jump straight into it. All right, y'all, it's Mason Bleasdell, your Austin real estate agent, and today we're in Mueller. And all of the clients that I've moved in here love it for so many reasons. It's a really unique neighborhood because it's built like a master planned community, but it lives very urban because of all the mixed use. Everything's still separated off, but there's tons of park space. There's restaurants, movie theaters, all sorts of things to do, as well as Dell Children's is here, for example, places like the Thinkery if you've got kids, tons of walking trails. It's just a really cool community, and everybody I've moved here really, really loves it. If you're looking for something a little bit more urban, but not actually living like you're in the city, definitely check this out. But let's jump straight into August statistics because this month is kind of as expected. You know, the summer usually goes, there's a huge ramp up as we go through May and then June, because typically everybody who wants to make a move over the summer after school lets out does it early because they don't want to procrastinate. Usually there's a little dip off in July, which we saw this year when everybody's going on vacations. And then we see one more little swing in real estate right before school goes back in, which of course is where we're at now. So August saw really good volume. Most of the stats stayed pretty typical. Let's jump right in. So looking at the closed statistics for August 2023, we saw a volume of 3,129. That's up slightly from July, down slightly from June. It's right on average. It's exactly what we would expect. Average sales price of 571,000. Again, that's slightly down. It does seem like Austin's plateaued, but I'm going to talk more about that in a moment. Average percent of list price to sales price remained, again, roughly the same at 97.6%. Average price per square foot down slightly, about $1 to $269.90. And then average days on market stayed the same at 55. Talking about the medians, saw the same $450,000 median sales price, median list price sales price ratio of 98%, median price per square foot of $230, and a median days on market of 32. Now, what conclusion can we draw from this? Austin seems to have plateaued. You know, we had a really strong rally. From looking at the stats in January up to where we are now is about a 10% increase across the board. Now, from last May to this previous January, we saw a decrease of about 20%. So we're about a net decrease from the peak of peak crazy COVID of about 10%, which seems to be kind of where Austin's settling about. Now, if we look at our current stats, so in the last 7 days, we did see 953 new homes on the market. That is down, but also typical for this time of year. We saw an average pending of 796 homes, also down a bit, but again, typical for the year, as well as 1,651 price drops, which is the same as what we've seen. My honest opinion, Austin's plateaued. I think it's a good thing. It's getting stability back in the market. We kind of know where to ballpark it from. If you're thinking about selling, not all hope is lost, y'all. 3,100 plus homes transacted in Austin Metro in the last month alone, and like that shows just how strong the market is. That's typical. It was the same way in COVID market. It was the same way now. It's the same way when it was dead. So don't fear. If you're thinking about selling, the market's still out there. We have to be realistic about price though. We got to stage your house well. We got to market it well. We have to make it stand out above the rest because we do have a little over 3 months worth of inventory now. There's a lot for buyers to choose from. That means it's more critical than ever to market and show your home as best as we possibly can. Real quick, I want to jump into comparing this to 2022 stats just as a frame of reference. So in August of 2022, 1 year ago, now again, remember, this is when the market was really tapering off. Interest rates at this point had doubled. This is after the summer, but the market's still in flux. People still don't know if we should be fighting with 40 offers over a house or if the market's going to collapse and everybody's going to implode. Needless to say, we saw a very similar volume of 3,295 homes. Average sales price at that time was $613,000. List price sale price ratio is the same as it is today at 98%. Average days on market at 26. Same for the medians. We saw $480,000 median sales price and a median days on market at 16. All these are typical. It's not even that far away from where we are now. Of course, homes were selling faster back then. The numbers are not that different. So in my mind, it means Austin has stabilized a little bit. We'll see how this continues. Obviously, there's another Fed meeting coming up this month. We'll see how that affects all of the financial markets, which of course affects real estate, given how many mortgages the average American uses. Needless to say, don't freak out. Austin market is pretty stable. If you're thinking about selling, if you're thinking about investing here, it's not a bad time. You know, in my own experience in the last couple of weeks, we did have a couple of buyers who we got in multiple offer situations for really great houses that were priced really aggressively. We offered, you know, 30,000, 10% or so up from what the asking price was and lost it. Dealt with another one at a high-end price point, same kind of deal. We ended up offering in a really strong offer and it went well above asking price. So needless to say, market's still strong, it's just there are less buyers. So you've got to make your house stand out if you're looking to sell. And it's a great opportunity if you're thinking about new construction. Lots of builder incentives right now. They've got and have held that land since the prices were really low. Because of that, they're offering a ton of incentives and they're kicking in things like interest rate buy downs for you guys, the buyers. Needless to say, if I can be that resource of choice for you to help you navigate the Austin market, whether you're selling, buying, or investing, I'd love to be that for you. Call, text, email me anytime, and I'll see you guys next month. Take care.